Hating all men is an inherently sexist idea because you're blaming the entire male population.
I'm stitching it again because I'm not done. My least favorite thing that these conservative Barbies do is try and flip the script when they don't understand the script. They can't read the language the script is written in, and now they want to try and flip it. If you can't understand that society functions with main groupings of people as systems to give certain people power over others, then why are you talking about sexism? Because you don't understand it. It's a system. It's not an individual thing. When people criticize men, they are criticizing the system that is the patriarchy. A system that infiltrates individual minds at a rapid rate. And pretending like girls are just making this up is so ridiculous when the system is so visible and obviously affects you in your daily life.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another oppressive patriarchal video. And on today's episode, guys, I thought I would do another rant video where we talk over some gameplay, because I am sick and tired of looking at these feminists' faces whenever I make these videos, guys. Honestly, it's giving me a headache looking at these psychopathic individuals. But you guys all saw the TikTok that we played at the beginning of today's episode, and as you can see, guys, basically society is splitting into two distinct groups, okay? Those of us who view ourselves as victims and that life is hard and that men oppress us, and then we have the rest of the people who have common sense, okay? Now, you guys might notice, but we're hitting a point right now where it is socially unacceptable to empathize with men, right? Any sort of pro-male content, any sort of anti-agenda, anti-feminist content is basically getting banned all over the internet right now, guys. We've got obviously Andrew Tate being removed some time ago, Sneeko being removed, but basically, guys, we're hitting a point right now where if you are someone who is against misandry, if you are someone who is not interested in getting married, you know, losing half your crap or your children, if you are someone who's not interested in the dating landscape, you know, today, or defending your country as a man when, let's be honest, these countries do not care about men at all. If any of these things describe you guys, well, apparently you are a problem, okay? You are patriarchal, you are oppressive, and to that I say, fantastic, all right? Now, guys, the problem with this whole victimhood crap that we've been seeing lately, where basically everybody is saying that men are evil, we are the problem, if you don't want to date, then obviously you're just a terrible individual. The problem with this, guys, is you have a lot of men who are ingesting this information, who are seeing these feminists scream at them all over TikTok, thinking that they are somehow the problem. And I am here, excuse me, to tell men that men are not always the problem. Okay, yes, we have some bad eggs out here, some dudes who are, you know, genuinely quote-unquote toxic or genuinely bad people. Honestly, the word toxic has been so overused these days, guys, where it honestly means nothing. But, you know, men, we have a few bad eggs, okay? We have dudes who are bad, dudes who are not doing other men any favors, but for the most part, guys, men are not bad people, okay? So when you have a whole bunch of men who are not interested in participating in society, who are not interested in dating or getting married, maybe it's actually not the men who are the problem. Maybe it's all of the man haters, all of the individuals who are taking men for all of their resources, taking their validation and attention for granted. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with all of these things, okay? But that's a brief little rant I wanted to get off my chest here, guys, as we jump into today's Reddit story. Now, this is a bit of an interesting one, guys, and like all good Reddit stories, it opens up with a single woman who is clearly over the age of 30, right? So we have here a woman who is 38 years of age, and wouldn't you know it, guys, she is still out here online dating, okay? How embarrassing is that, right, guys? Imagine if you're like some dude, you know, you're 16 or whatever, you're in your teens, okay, and your mum is out here literally on Tinder, okay? That's the situation that, you know, 2022 dating is in right now, guys. Absolutely disgusting stuff right here. But we have a woman who's called herself Married Lover Problems. She's 38 years of age, and she needs our dating advice, guys. So let's take a little bit of a listen and see if we can help this woman out. So she titles it, I, a 38-year-old female, met a guy who is 42 years of age on Tinder recently. I'm falling for him and need some help hearing why this is a bad idea. Now, guys, anytime you hear one of these videos open up, okay, and it's like, oh, I need help realizing why this is a bad idea, anyone with 2 licks of common sense could come along and easily explain why it's a bad idea. These people know why their dating situations are bad, okay? They know what they should and shouldn't be doing, but wouldn't you have it, guys, they just somehow bounce from Chad to Chad, and all of a sudden they're approaching 40 years of age and they need some dating advice, right? All of a sudden, guys, all of these people who hate men, all of these people who want men out of society effectively, they come around crying in the end, you know, asking for relationship advice, asking for men to return and help them, to which I say, no, thank you. But let's continue with the story here, okay? So she says, I don't date. When I want bedroom fun, I download a dating app, meet someone who's down for it, get with them a few times, and call it off. Wow, guys, you know, how hard is dating for women, by the way, guys? Look at that. How difficult is dating for women? It's worked for me for a number of years. I am very emotionally distant and didn't think I was capable of falling for someone until now. Okay, but I'll say this, guys, you know, props to this woman, okay? She's doing her thing here. She's going out here, she's dating, she understands that it's not serious, and she's not someone who seemingly is going out here looking for commitment and failing at it. She's just, you know, dating casually, and if she's really open about it, then hey, you know, good luck to you. And excuse me if you can hear my phone going off there, guys. But let's continue. So she says, I found someone whose biography intrigued me. Without getting into details, he listed a lot of qualities that were attractive to me. His bio said that he was in the process of ending a marriage. Not a big deal to me. He was looking for a long-term relationship and friends. I was looking for something between those two. I right-swiped first. He right-swiped. We matched. And then he messaged me. Okay, so this is the first part of the story where this woman has just completely lost me here, guys, because the guy has come along. He said he's either looking for a long-term relationship or he's looking for friends. Now, this woman who has done nothing but casually date the past few years, in her own words, thinks it's a good idea to match with this guy, even though those are 2 completely different things, 2 completely different dating agendas. She just thinks it's entirely appropriate to come along and to match with this guy. Absolutely genius level stuff, guys, and they wonder why men don't communicate with them. This guy has openly communicated what he wanted, and this girl goes, oh yeah, I'm that, even though she's completely not. Let's keep going. So they matched, and wouldn't you know it, he messaged her. Yet another sign that dating, guys, is just so difficult for women, isn't it? Just a swipe and the dude messages them. Anyway, he never brought up bedroom fun. I didn't either. That never happens on Tinder. At the very least, the more excited individual brings up cuddling or thinking that the other person has pretty eyes, something. But it just never happened. We had some good conversations. By the end, we had talked a few times. I knew I wanted to have some bedroom fun with him. He asked if I wanted to meet, and I said yes. We met at a restaurant near my house. When I saw him, I felt tingles, but I kept my cool. After all, I had no way of knowing, whether or not he was down, and I respected his boundaries. We ate and had the best conversation I've had in so long. When we were done, he told me that he wanted to see me again, and then he said, unless you have time. He was looking in my eyes and I could only nod. I found my voice and asked if he wanted to come to my place on a first date off Tinder. Not sure what I was thinking. What do you mean you weren't sure what you were thinking? Guys, like, I've covered this on the channel so many times, okay? But a lot of these girls, they want to pretend as though, oh, nothing's really their fault and one thing led to another, when the entire time, guys, it's been going that direction. This woman is really saying that, oh, I wasn't sure if he wanted to have bedroom fun. Like, woman, you met him off of Tinder. Like, what exactly did you expect? You know, have you guys ever seen those like bios from women? We've covered a lot of dating profiles on the course of this show, okay? But have you guys seen those dating profiles that women will sometimes have? And they'll, you know, they'll be posting provocative photos, and then in the bio, they'll say some crap like, oh, I have a relationship, but I'm looking for friends. Or they just say that outright they're looking for friends. Like, girl, you aren't looking for friends. Okay, you met this guy off of Tinder, and you're wondering whether or not he's down. Okay, just absolutely clueless behavior, just painting herself as like the one who's kind of helpless in this situation right off the bat. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, we went home. He asked if he could kiss me. I said yes, and you know what? Turns out that he was down. So we had a good night and some good conversation between. He tells me that he loves the way I look, which is a big deal to me. Keep going. We got together again a couple of days later, and I remembered to ask him about ending his marriage this time. So basically earlier, I don't know if I skipped this part here, guys, but basically he was in the process of ending a marriage. That's what he said in his bio, right? So he said that he was in the process of ending his marriage. Now, guys, I will say this, okay? For the dudes who have been married, or for the dudes who have been in long-term relationships, one of the things that you'll notice about a lot of these modern-day women, guys, or at least about women in general, to be honest with you, is that they are attracted to men who have other women already. So a lot of these girls want to claim the victimhood status when they come across a man who's married, and they want to say, oh, I didn't know he was married, or oh, I didn't know he was in a relationship. When truth be told, guys, a lot of the reasons why these women are attracted to these men in the first place is because they have a marriage or because they have a relationship. I don't buy this whole plausible deniability crap when they come along and say, oh, but you know, I thought that he was unmarried or whatever, blah blah blah. But let's keep going. So she asks him about what stage of the process that he is in insofar as ending his marriage. Here's the story, he says. Dead bedroom, distant wife, spent all of his money on a venture that didn't pay off. He resents her for it and does not want to reconcile. He has a high bedroom fund drive and misses bedroom fund. He is planning on telling her in the next few months after he gets set up at a new job and can afford an attorney. Their lease is coming up soon, at which point she wants to buy a house. He does not want to do that, so will break up with her then. In the meantime, he wants to meet someone he gets along with both bedroom fund-wise and intellectually. Well, guess what he did? We are an incredible match. My heart 100% believes him. My head is smarter than my heart and knows he will not ever leave her. So basically, this woman has come along and she's got with a dude who's married, and she's like in this situation now where she's not sure if she should continue seeing him. Now, guys, I will say this, okay? If you are someone who has ever got in a relationship with a woman, for example, after she has cheated on her boyfriend or before she has left her previous boyfriend, which is essentially cheating. If you are with someone who has cheated on their partner, they are going to cheat on you as well, guys. And this is why these girls, this woman is 38 years of age, considering getting with a dude who's married. Like, how stupid do you have to be? Really? Like, even if she had a relationship with this guy, chances are he's just going to ditch her as well. And, you know, these are the parts, guys, where I have no sympathy, where girls will chase dudes who are in relationships, and then the guy will cheat for her or whatever, or she'll chase a dude who's quite clearly a cheater or not interested in committing to her, and then she'll turn around and cry and complain when men don't commit to them. It's like, this guy wasn't interested in commitment to begin with. It wasn't the right foundation for a relationship, and here you are damn well complaining about it. Let's move on. Then her heart says, why even mention the marriage in his bio then? He's obviously being truthful. The only friend I've told about him tells me I'm a side girl and to break it off. Correct. I need an outsider's view. Is there any chance that he's being truthful? I both 100% believe him and know he's probably lying at the same time. I don't want to stop seeing him. I need to know that I should break it off. Please, please tell me what to do. Edit. I am going to break up with him today. You didn't have a relationship with the guy. What on earth do you mean? I'm quite mentally and emotionally self-aware, and I process things by talking them through. What is this, man? What is with people saying crap like this? They say, I'm mentally and emotionally self-aware, and then those same individuals are the most unmentally and unemotionally self-aware people you will ever meet in your life. I swear, man. And I process things by talking them through. I knew what Reddit was going to say about my situation, and I knew that I needed to hear it. Bottom line is, I know what I'm doing is wrong. I feel bad about myself, and I never feel bad about myself. This is not fair to his wife, first and foremost, but it's not fair to me either. There is an easy way to fix this, and that is to end it, which I shall do today. Thank you, internet strangers, she says. Edit number 2, I ended it. I wrote an email and sent it. I needed to do that rather than ghost because I wanted to be heard. It won't make a difference to him, but writing it was cathartic. I'll update when and if he contacts me. And guys, this is the kind of crap I'm talking about. Where a lot of guys look at dating, they look at relationships, and they're like, what on earth is the point of dating some of these individuals? What is the point of coming out here and getting married to these women who truthfully can't even hold a relationship together to begin with? Like, this girl is 38 years of age, and she's trying to formulate relationships that she doesn't even have with dudes off of Tinder. It is just straight up psychotic behavior. But guys, to address the TikTok that we played at the beginning of today's video once again, guys, do not, deal with these girls in any capacity, who hate men, who are out here ranting about men, who have TikTok accounts where they're crying about dudes, saying that they're oppressed, guys, because let me tell you, it is not going to end well for either of you. But guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, make sure to leave your thoughts and your comments to some of the things that we have covered here today. Don't forget to subscribe to our other content creators, Hadan from Peace of Mind and Detective Warg. And without further ado, guys, I will be leaving it there. So make sure you take care of yourselves, and I will be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.